Good morning, everybody from the Ptarmigan Butts headquarters. My wife and I just got back from a trip to Valdez to do some fishing for silver salmon, and that was a lot of fun. Please excuse the freezer running in the background. Anyways, we had a little bit of extra time, so we decided to try to do some upland bird hunting while we were in the Valdez area, and that's where you catch up with me in the video, trying to get turned around and my wife trying to ground guide me, and that's about how well that part of the trip went. We were told about a great little spot for hunting ptarmigan, 40 miles outside of Valdez, kind of off some mining trail or something, so we tried to take it up, and we ran into a rock slide, and we had to get turned around. Now, all in all, I'm not really upset that we had to turn around because that trail was pretty rough riding. It would have been a really long day sitting in the truck, and we were looking to get out and do some hiking, which we got to do a little bit later on. We had to go back up the road away from Valdez a ways, and this is where we take a crack at getting out of the truck and going to get some birds.
I don't want to stop here.
No?
It's not a good place to hang out.
Okay, afterwards. Yeah, after maybe.
That's not a good place to be.
Yeah. No, not, yeah, it's not this part, it's after it, I think. Okay, so we just got to location 2 for the day where we're going to try to do some bird hunting. It's foggy this morning. It's about what time? 9, I think? I don't know, I haven't looked at my clock for a while. This might be a day for skunked, it might not. We'll find out. Say, Steven, what do you want? Maybe you want to walk with me for once, or you want?
Okay, hold on. Stop right there. Like, half the reason why we started this channel was to help people understand that you don't have to have all kinds of fancy new gear and a $70,000 truck just to get out and enjoy the outdoors. Look at that pack. That's a backpack that's got comic book characters all over it. We've had that thing floating around the house for years. I don't even remember where it came from. Inside of that pack, that's where we keep our first aid kit and extra layers. We usually keep some food in a small waterproof bag for our phones and any other electronics we have. Fire starter, if I didn't mention it. And those are things that you should always have with you when you go out into the wilderness, depending on the habitat that you're going into. That little 410 that I'm holding, that was used. I think it's a Stevens model. It's a bolt action 410. It's a single shot. That shotgun cost us, I think, $129 when we bought it a couple of years ago. And it's not fancy, but it sure does the job that we needed to do. And I would also like to point out that we shouldn't have been wearing extra tufts on this hike. But that's not what we were in Valdez for. We were in Valdez to go on the ocean, so that's why we had the wrong boots with us. So we just made sure that we took it kind of easy on the grades and stuff, so we didn't roll any ankles or have anything crazy happen there. But yeah, you don't need crazy gear to go in the woods. Just make sure it's going to do the job that you need it to do.
You want to just run a mile ahead of me like you always do.
Try to get up there.
Through this stuff. We like to avoid this stuff mostly at all costs, but you got to get in somehow.
We got some water.
Well, good thing we got the extra tufts. Man.
We can go.
First real challenge of the day.
Should have threw the rain gear on.
Yeah, probably. Or at least they're like our pants.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Break this way.
Still probably gonna find a different way back.
Nope.
Thank you.
No birds in Snowtown.
Darn it. Okay, so I don't know if you can see him, but Steven is over there looking in the shrubs to see if he can find any rock ptarmigan. We're thinking this should be good territory for them. It's up high. There's a lot of rocks. It's windy, high in elevation. So we'll see, I guess, if we find anything.
All right. So we're in this beautiful little mountain location here, and we're looking for ptarmigans. And we haven't seen any yet. So I'm just going off of the habitat. I'm pretty sure that here we're looking for rock ptarmigan. There are some willows. The willow ptarmigan like to hang around the willows, obviously. And the rock ptarmigan, it's not so much the rocks, it's the habitat around it. They like the low shrubs. There has to be blueberries and cranberries and a couple other things that I probably don't know. But it's up a little bit higher in altitude, or elevation, sorry. And this is usually the kind of setting where you see the rock ptarmigan. So I'm just going off terrain association. Well, like I said, now we've put on a couple of miles, I think, and we haven't seen anything yet. So I think we're going to drop down in elevation, down into some thicker brush country. It's a few hundred feet lower, and see if we don't have any luck looking in those willows and stuff down there. There's a little bit of willow and alder, some other stuff that I don't recognize because we're not super familiar with this area. But look at this though. I'll turn the camera around for you guys here. Hold on. This place is gorgeous, man. So we've just been walking this little ridge for a couple of miles, and we're getting to where we have to turn around and start heading back to the car. But when it looks like this, it probably doesn't matter that much if you get a bird or not. Who cares? All right, my wife abandoned me. I got to catch up to her.
It's so wet.
We definitely are wearing the wrong shoes for the hike. Extra toughs are awesome. Not for hiking. But we went through those puddles like champs. So, okay, he made it to me successfully. Okay, so let's see here. I'm literally the worst walker downhill. We are not goats.
That is correct, my love. We are not goats.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Should we go all the way up there and around? I don't know.
Fog came in first.
The fog rolled in pretty hard. A minute ago we could see where the truck was, and now we can't see anything. So, luckily, we do know that the truck was over there. We saw it before the fog came in.
Yeah, we're all right.
I don't know if you want to go first, Steven, so I can... Well, I probably won't have the camera on you anyways, let's be honest. Because I'm going to be
I'll just follow you.
focusing.
See a good lane though.
Where?
Go down through here and then off to the right.
Okay.
Boom, bang, bang.
Hold my hand.
Bang, 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 boom,
Hold
or
my...
whatever.
Help! You're just like... Jeez. I just needed your hand for support. I wasn't even trying to be romantic.
I thought you were trying to be romantic.
No! So the snow pile probably looks familiar to you guys?
Snowtown. Oh man, I'm smoked.
Yep.
So before I end this video, I think it's worth noting that when you're out doing this stuff, even a silly little trip like this, you know, it's not anything that you have to do any kind of major preparations for, but you still have to do some, like a common sense checklist. One of those things is making sure that your pack has all the emergency gear that you need in it, because you have to plan for the worst case scenario. The other thing that you have to think about is land navigation. There was fog there when we got out of the truck, so we knew it was going to get foggier. So I picked a route that put us up on a ridge that would only let us go so far one way, and you run into a rock wall, and then the other way would run you back into the road. So there was virtually no way to get lost. And on a short trip like this, I noticed we were always within earshot of the road, so I could hear vehicles. And, you know, this isn't some kind of crazy fly-in trip where you're miles and miles from anything. This is just an afternoon jaunt. So, you know, you're not always going to be 5 or 10 miles from the car, from the road. You could do stuff like this and have fun. Yeah, we didn't get any birds, but we had a great time out there. And the next video that I'm going to do is the other part of the trip, which was our salmon fishing. So you guys be safe and have a good one.